Hey everyone, it's Anne. I know it's been a little while since the last Q&A video, and I've been promising you every week that it's going to be up. I've been just like super busy with so many different projects, and like I said before, there's only so much time in a day to get things done. But being productive is a good thing, right? So this will be part 4 of the Q&A video series that I've been posting on YouTube, and I tried my best to fit everyone's question in this video. So if I missed yours, please resend it to me, and I will make sure to add it in my next video. So today I have approximately about 13 questions, and I'm going to get to the point and try my best to make this as a detailed as I can without making it such a long, lengthy video. Okay, so let's start with question number 1. How did you know he was your twin flame? Okay. Well, the first thing I know is that I was very drawn to this man. And it just that I could look into his eyes, and when I saw his eyes, because it was a video chat that we initially met, and it just something like lit up in me, and it just felt like something I've never felt before. And although I kept convincing myself, like yeah, right, is this really happening? It's not something that's real. It's a fairy tale. But it's like, because we were so far apart from each other, he was in France and I was here in the US. It was a complete different culture, different countries, and like we had so many things against us that I felt that it would not work. But deep inside, you will just know that this person shares something, something deep that will touch you. And emotionally and spiritually, this is a kind of like feeling that you don't really get from anybody except from your twin flame. Okay? So let's go to question number 2. Okay, how did I know if this is a false or true twin? Okay, well, how do you know if it's a false twin? It's very interesting because a lot of people like email me asking me that very question, and it's not something that you want to go and ask because there's many different theories out there, and maybe that kind of confuses people. But the simple answer to this question is if you're asking yourself if this is a true twin, then obviously it isn't a false twin. Because when you meet your twin flame, you know right off the bat that this is going to be the one. Many times it can be a soulmate, and you want it to be a twin flame, or it could be a karmic connection, and you've maybe shared past lives with that person. There's many different cases and different situations, and actually finding a false twin is kind of rare. So the only way I could sum it up is that when you actually meet a false twin is when you would actually meet the true twin, where this person just takes your breath away, and it's like one that you never thought that you could share that kind of connection with, that you've just previously shared with someone. And it turns out that person that you previously was with was a life lesson, like a soulmate or a karmic connection. And you kind of like have closure towards it. So it's not like something you can just go looking for. So I strongly advise not to be looking for this. A lot of people go through a lot of negativity and heartache and separation from being apart from their twin. And this is the usual process with the connection phase with twin flames. And false twins are very rare, like I said, because you know when it's your twin, but you also know that this person like consumes your very soul, which a soulmate can feel that way. So it varies with everybody. Okay, so let's go to question number 3. Is it possible for my twin flame and soulmate to be in my life at the exact same time? Well, yes, you can come into the same lifetime with more than one soulmate, as I previously said to you in my last videos. But we all have choices in our lives. And once you meet your twin, it's very difficult to find yourself with another person or a relationship. I mean, you can be with that person if that's what you truly want. But deep down, it's like you're yearning for that other half of yours. And this is something I talk a lot about in my previous videos, and how soulmates enter into people's lives for a specific reason, sometimes to make an impact or just to help them heal and balance their life. So, like I said, everybody is different in this situation. Okay, so let's go to question number 4. When twin flame awakes to see you as their twin flame. Well, this is a question that has been asked many of times. The one thing I can say is that everyone is different, but from personal experience, it feels as if like a light bulb just like went on, and everything is like more clearer and opened. And when one twin awakens, it's like an awakening, like in the morning. It's like bright sunlight coming like through the windows and beaming into your bedroom when you just first wake up, and you see this person as the one, and without a shadow of a doubt that this person is in your heart, and this person is meant to be in your life. And like, it's very hard to say how it happens and why it happens the way it does. And people get like these awakenings at different times. It's just the way it happens. So awakenings and twin flame runners and twin flame chasers, they all come together, and they finally like awaken and become stayers. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Question number 5. How do you know when it is the right time to reach out to your twin flame after being separated for a long period of time? Well, it's very difficult to say when to reach out to your twin flame or when to initiate like communication. It's just that sometimes they're runners, and sometimes that they're scared or whatever the case of whatever situation is. Like I said before, everyone is unique, and it's very difficult to generalize this specific question on the right time. And it's especially when the communication actually can happen sporadically. So you're looking at communicating, but though not to communicate. So the best thing to do is what I would recommend is ask your angels and just seek spiritual guidance. Go with your inner gut. Sometimes your mind is saying something different than what the message that you're receiving from the divine. So I would strongly advise you to really think about it. Okay? So let's go to the next question. Number 6. My twin doesn't know this, but they're in an unfulfilling relationship. I wonder if letting her know would help. Okay. The problem is that if your twin is involved in a relationship that they're truly not happy in, and that this is not for them, trying to tell them that it's wrong to be in this relationship, they may not hear what you're saying, depending on like the blockage or the denial state that they're in, that they may not hear you, and they may take it into a different direction. So this is a time when you really need to let the universe guide your twin and make the right decision and come out of like any type of negative situation that they're in. Because sometimes, people are all different, and if they were in a long-term relationship for so many years and they met their twin, all of a sudden, things change for that person. So it takes a time of an adjustment period for them to find out who they want to be with for the future, and where they're at. I mean, everybody is different. That's like what I was talking about in the previous question, the awakening. So sometimes it's their life test, and they're the ones that need to learn the valuable lesson. It's better that you give your twin enough space and time to figure it out. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Question number 7. If you find your twin flame or soulmate at an old age, is it too late to ever come together? Okay, well, that depends. I have seen twin flames have a huge age difference, 25, 30 years sometimes, and they come together with no problem. But literally, it's impossible for them to come together if there's like a age difference as an adolescent or a senior citizen. It's just not something I always see. Although they do recognize each other, and spiritually they feel one another. So physically and mentally, there is a different mindset that it would not be impossible, but they'd still be near each other in some type of way, maybe more platonic than in a relationship, and this would actually go into the next lifetime. This is when twin flames can't meet or be together, but they are together, in sort of in a sense. So if there is a big age difference, they still can be together, but not in a relationship. Now let's go to the next question. Number 8. I believe I met my soulmate, not a twin flame. I would like to know if it's possible for soulmates to be destined in this lifetime or just twin flames. Absolutely. You're not meant to be just with one particular soulmate, just your one half or your twin flame. This is part of the soulmate group, and sometimes destiny has it that we're going to be meeting our twin flame or our karmic connection or just a particular soulmate. So you can live your life with almost anybody that is connected to you with a happy, fulfilling life, just as you would with your twin flame. So it's better not to be looking or searching for one particular soulmate. Now, this is another part question. Can we be telepathically connected with our soulmates also, or only twin souls? Yes, we can be telepathically connected with our soulmate, twin flame, karmic connection, soul bond, whatever spiritual connection you have with someone, you are directly connected to that person. It does not have to be in a relationship sense. Now let's go to the next question. Number 9. Is it common for only one twin to try to talk themselves out of liking, loving their twin? As in mentally finding everything wrong with that person and how they are not right for you, sometimes moving from intense feelings of love to hate? Mentally, if you put your mind to something, you can do almost anything. So the answer to that question is that if this person is conflicted in some type of way, wanting with their relationship with their twin, they happen to find things that they're not compatible, something's very negative, whatever it may be, trying to hide their true emotional feelings and trying to turn their energy towards to this person to like a hateful kind of feeling towards them. This is an extreme, intense energy, and with twin flames, once you feel that strong need to be with that person, there's nothing that's going to change it. It's like a compelling magnet to metal type of feeling that sometimes you want to run from that person, sometimes you want to run to that person. So you'll do everything in your power to try to change it if you're feeling like scared or hurt or just trying to resist it. However, it's never going to last because when you're destined to be with someone and that person's your other half, there's nothing that's going to separate. So it's never permanent if they do try to convince themselves mentally that this person is not right. Okay, so let's go to question number 10. What if your twin flame does not believe in a spiritual side? Will this hamper the process or mean he will never awaken? Well, actually, they don't have to believe in spirituality or be real religious to be with their twin flame. This is a journey, and they go through many times without realizing that this is a twin flame. But that doesn't mean that they can't feel the extreme emotions and intense connection with their other half. This is something very common with most twin flame couples. So, they don't have to be educated spiritually. They just know. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question number 11. Is it possible the runner never gets over their fear with preventing union in this lifetime? Well, you know what? The thing with the runner fear is that it's just fear. And it's fear for that time until they finally awaken and connect with their other half. Because they're not happy running. They're not happy being afraid. And it could go on for a little while and sometimes not too long. But many times it can go on for many years, unfortunately. And it's really difficult to give it an accurate how long period that the runner phase goes on. I've been asked many of times, and if I had that answer, I would give it to you right now. But it's very difficult, and it's best not to run after the runner. Just let them come back to you when they're ready. They can still come back if they're not fully ready, and both of you can work on these issues together. Okay, let's go to question number 12. During separation, when one twin flame works on deep inner healing, does it help heal the other in a twin flame heal? Absolutely. Working on yourself not only helps yourself grow spiritually, but you're actually doing more for your twin than you realize. You're actually connecting and merging your spiritual energy. And the best way to do this is first love yourself and working on positive affirmations every day, as I mentioned in the previous videos, and also on my blog. You can go into like yoga, you can do anything with deep meditation, just going into a place where you can connect with that other person, that other half spiritually. And it takes time for the healing effect to manifest, but you first need to work on yourself and love yourself, as I always mentioned in the past. Now let's go to the next question. Number 13. How rare is it for both twin flames to be incarnated and unite in the same lifetime together? You know, it's not as rare as people think, since like we all have a twin flame, and everyone is going to connect with them sooner or later, with their twin flame, or they're meant to be with their soulmate or karmic connection. But you know what? I have to say it's a 50-50 ratio that they percent that they do connect with each other, and when they do, they know that this person is the one. And if they don't find that person, they find happiness with another type of soulmate, like I said in the previous question. So soulmates can be just as happy as twin flames are. This is why I always highly recommend that you don't just go looking for a soulmate, but somebody that completes you and that you're happy with. Sometimes we have to be with certain people in order to help us move up to a higher level, like the fifth dimension level. And we never will be able to get there unless, we have like stepping stones along the way. So you're going to go through like different patterns in your life, and it's best to just find who you're drawn to, who you're attracted to, because looking for one specific soulmate because so and so told you this or you read this on the internet, be very careful. Find what's truly in your heart spiritually and emotionally, and go with your gut. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I've answered all your questions as detailed as I could. Now, if I did miss any of your questions, just email me, like I mentioned before, and I will get back to you with that question in my next video. But until next time, take care, love and light to you, and God bless.